abusua makwa about POG media so na next as at na say dia na to say oh my Ghana political stories ni bi na yen so ye ba be di ho komo POG media so na so sonko na mo de be ko e ama say da ne da oje stories no pepa so POG highway so na ne e ni e change ma na de ni ebo e ra Ken Oforiata ne extradition and also akakoye the talk of the tower now what that you say attorney general crowd say me be good just so and to say oh demand dockets be every year OSP akachi and to so also chain say oni sa dockets be a on sense buy any ade now when latest update about the room every United States of America chair say Ken Oforiata right now me know ka say on also air fight gidi say the be on also benya citizenship or my friend the US mo na and also to me happen na say bono e dey aba na say ya prosecute no my Ghana no and also e be din e dey ama attorney general and the OSP abusu me say measure bre ni abo dey rasa story with us.
Ken Oforiata set for American citizenship. It's not a question. There's no question mark there. Who is Ken Oforiata? This guy here, called Ken Oforiata, we always saw wearing white. He quoted the Bible at the least or no provocation at all. In Ghana, every thief knows how to quote the Bible. No wonder they learned from their boss, Satan, who knows the Bible too well. Remember when Satan was quoting the Bible to Jesus Christ, right in the Bible, telling him to jump over the mountain and that his father shall send angels, in fact, to rescue him and to protect him. What did Jesus tell him? Do not put the Lord to test. Hallelujah. Behind me, Satan. Hallelujah. My brother, my sister, Ken Oforiata was a man of the Bible. He quoted the Bible every now and then. He became the finance minister of Ghana. Hey! Now this finance minister, my brother, my sister, ran down the economy of Ghana. For the first time ever in the history of our nation, he went to present a certain budget. At a time, Ghanaians were crying that the nation had gone down, and they were asking the president to remove him as the finance minister. He wore all white, went and presented a hogwash budget, and the people in his ministry, the Ministry of Finance, they were singing that they had won. They came out, all of them in white, celebrating the inefficacy of this guy here called Ken Oforiata. He's a cousin of the president and Addo Akuffo. Both of them are from Chebi, just like Atachia. My brother, my sister, he is the worst finance minister this nation has ever had. Ha! After running down the economy of this nation, he sent us straight into what became known as the DDEP. What was it all about? Pensioners whose life savings they had given to the nation as bonds to be able to earn something small, because they were told that that is the surest way of investing. For the first time, had the shock of their lives. They went to take their money, and this guy told them, you will have your money 12 years to come. Some of them 10 years to come. They continued to picket right in front of his ministry, the Ministry of Finance. And the excuse he gave them was that the nation is in crisis because of the Ukraine-Russia war and also because of COVID. Yet COVID gave us the most money at the time in Ghana. Excuses for nothing from an irresponsible finance minister. My brother, my sister, a lot of these pensioners died. Some were in wheelchairs, some shed tears. Some even renounced and denounced Ghana. They said they had regretted being born Ghanaian, all because of this guy, this hypocrite. My brother, my sister, after they lost power, he ran away. Where did he go to? America. He was seen on the streets of America, caught by a hidden camera, walking with this woman. My brother, my sister, he said he had gone there for treatment. He had cancer and he was waiting, in fact, to get his cancer dealt with. As to what he was carrying in the backpack, your guess is as good as mine. Maybe stolen money from Ghana. In the days of the COVID, when our fathers and mothers died, he should have also died, but he didn't. You know why? He flew out of the nation. People his age all were dying from COVID in Ghana because of the poor infrastructure for health that we had. He flew to London. He flew to the US, telling prophets and men of God to pray for him to return. He was cured. He returned home. But when he returned home, the reality faced him again. Not an ailing economy, a dead, never to be resurrected economy. This is Kenneth Nanaya Oforiata. After his party lost power, he was in America treating his cancer. Maybe cancer that he got from the wickedness that he gave to the Ghanaian people. The numerous people who died out of the so-called DDEP. And much more. My brother, my sister. This is Kenneth Nanaya Oforiata. You know what happened next? Now the office of the special prosecutor has been looking for him to come and answer questions on corruption and abuse of office. He said he can't come. First, he said he would come. He gave 2 dates and failed. Now he says he can't come because he is sick. He has cancer and he's treating that. But at the right time, he will come. He's holding Ghana hostage. He's holding Ghana to ransom. My brother, my sister, the OSP immediately put him on a red alert. Wanted list twice. This is Kenneth Nanaya Oforiata, a cousin of a corrupt, irresponsible president Ghana had. Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo. My brother, my sister, 2 times red alerts. First one was cancelled because he promised through his lawyers that he would come. So they pulled it out, and when the time elapsed in May and he wasn't showing, they decided to put him on the red alert again. But my brother, I have bad news for Ghana. Nobody has this news. But I got bad news for Ghana. Ken Oforiata, from my sources, from suspicions, and all reasonable thoughts, has filed to be a citizen of America. And it looks like Ken Oforiata is going to get it. Now, my brother, my sister, Trump is looking for people who can invest in the American economy to the tune of $500,000 American dollars. And if you can do that, you automatically get an American citizenship. The next step, your guess is as good as mine. That backpack, your guess again is as good as mine. My brother, my sister, investigations have shown, prima facie reports have shown that Ken Oforiata has investments in the US more than the tune of $500,000 American dollars. And everything is pointing to the direction that he has applied for citizenship in America, standing on his investments and the words of Trump. Investigators are finding it difficult to even get information from the American people, because right now as it stands, Ken Oforiata is almost being seen as an American citizen because of Trump. Remember, Black Rasta told you this first. This is the black pot. My brother, my sister, can I repeat it? Ken Oforiata, if he returns to Ghana, it will just be by a dint of hard prayer. He has filed, according to information that I am getting, for American citizenship. And this time round, Trump has given him his word. And every other person who is ready to invest in the American economy to the tune of $500,000 American dollars. Once you're able to do that, bam, you are an automatic citizen of America. And Kenneth Nanaya Oforiata has hit it. Investigators, can I prophesy, will hit and try and try and try and try. They will be frustrated and frustrated and frustrated and frustrated. Unless they are able to move with the speed of lightning to be able to block the last stage of the citizenship. Or else in the next few days, when the stamp lands on it, bam, it's over. It hurts me. So right now, any thief around the world who has stolen a lot of African money to the tune of 500 million, I beg your pardon, 500,000 American dollars, $500,000, $500,000 American dollars, 500,000. If you have investments like that, you can automatically become an American citizen, according to Trump. So, Alhaji Abdul Wahab Abdul Hanan Alodeba, with all the money he allegedly stole, Rasida Sani, with all the money she allegedly stole, Kobna Dubuahini, with all the money he allegedly stole, Gifty Owarimensa, all the money she allegedly stole. It's a matter of going to America now as it stands, investing in the economy, $500,000 American dollars, 500,000 American dollars, and Trump will give you citizenship. Is America all of a sudden facilitating, supporting thievery? Only God knows how many more African politicians will target this new Trump foolishness. In the interim, I cry for Ghana. It's the Black Port, aka Kuku Shonemo, and here we speak truth to power.
Sound like you made a message or drop like my phone subscribe to a POG Media there, and you almost see a lot of Ghana authentic political headlines and updates. A POG person on Sabbath cabin, I was on the echo and the urban in my Ghana political space in the now. But it means was slightly to the comment section or now also waiting me adding como Edafa a Jumedi. When I some the Black Rasta added to Ghana camera for say the leak info and also a war on a say a kind of Oriata and so air fighting giddy. Meanwhile, now OSP knows to the officer to say on also Jumedi and so I slow kind of way be. Docket I know so betimi aboa that is on so dey abebo dey real my Ghana that is say yetimi dey ensem be agu enya so ama no that is say court kwai dey be run dey run no on so a slow process no ni na that is say sina man so e wo US one on so fan ho adwens e kwan a on so entimi embo my Ghana that is say emra no entimi entwe na so on e boni a on so e use Ministry of Finance office no and so entimi di on my Ghana.
Lawlessness at Reggie Emmanuel Estates. IGP fingered. I'm going to introduce this story, and in the coming days, I'm going to go deep into it. Now, when we talk about the Reggie Emmanuel Estates, now called the Reggie Emmanuel Gray Estates, my brother, my sister, we are talking about the first ever gated community in Ghana. What is a gated community? A community that you would have to report at a gate and seek permission to enter. That's a gated community. Emmanuel Botche was born in March 1950, 7 years before Ghana was born, in Dodowa. Emmanuel Botche. My brother, my sister, I want to see his photo. Emmanuel Botche. This is the man. In fact, that is the brain behind Reggie Emmanuel Estate. Emmanuel Gray, I beg your pardon, Emmanuel Botche. And he was born in March 1950. His wife, Regina, was born in February 1952. 2 years apart. If you want to be very strict, 1 year, 11 months apart. My brother, my sister, this woman was the dean of a faculty in Nigeria. Academically sharp. They met in Nigeria. The man was only interested in technical things, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and so on and so forth. In 1986, after going to Germany and some other countries, learning so much, he felt that he had done enough. He had built a certain idea in his mind. He wanted to have a gated community, the first time ever in Ghana. He learned that from the models in South Africa in the days of apartheid. So he decided to return to Ghana and institute the very first gated community here in 1986. When he came, the workers at lands and all those people, they had no idea in the days of Rawlins what a gated community was. You know what he did? He picked some members of the Land Commission and carried them all the way to South Africa to learn what it meant to say gated community. And when they returned, they had Reggie Emmanuel Estates, Reggie Emmanuel Gray. And this is that beautiful environment. Watch this. Those trees you see in there, my brother, my sister, did not come by chance. 10,000 trees they intentionally planted. The roads well demarcated. Not a single grain of gravel comes from the pockets of the government. Everything is coming from the pocket of Reggie Emmanuel Gray. Gray is from America, Texas. They joined hands with the Ghanaians and they built this wonderful estate. It's 40 years now as we speak. My brother, my sister. And it looks like it is a place everybody wants to go to. The place has 70% expats, people coming from outside. Because to have a home here, you need close to 400,000 American dollars. Close to that. But the man did so well, built the whole place. In fact, he started off by going to the Nungua people to talk to them for the land. He got the permission to start. And when he started, another group came in. Yes. The Kofi Anu family came in, my brother, my sister. And what did they do? Come here. What did they do, my brother, my sister? They were looking for a way to speak with this man. Out of the 262 acres of land, they claimed that 196, my brother, my sister, belonged to them. And they had to go to court, running left, right, and center, doing everything possible to make sure that things happened right. Now the Kofi Anu family was quite understanding. They went to court and the court said, you know what? Pay this amount of money to the family. This was after this man had paid so much money to different houses, different households, different people who claimed they owned the land. It was only one document the man could use. And that was from the Nungua family. My brother, my sister. Then Kofi Anu came. And they had to deal with them. Long story cut short. They were supposed to pay some 18 million Ghana cedis to the Kofi Anu family according to the courts. Whilst they were trying to bargain, the judge who sat on the case was removed. Another judge came in and there was a new law, new sheriff, new decision. My brother, my sister. And they were supposed to vacate the place. the portion of the land and allow the Kofi Annan family to come in. Now the family has gone in to get a woman from Osamaimpa. I hear her name is Mamea, my brother, my sister. And she is now representing the Kofi Annan family. Yesterday, I got the hint and I decided to go around the areas. One of the reasons we started the show late. And if you go to Reggie Emmanuel Gray Estates right now, walls are being broken down, left, right, and center. Even though I have seen documents that have shown me that a new judgment has asked for the stay of activities. In other words, hold on with these activities whilst this thing is in court and we are dealing with it. But walls are being broken, land guards are all over the place, and burglaries have increased. At Reggie Emmanuel Gray Estates, per annum, 5 burglaries maximum, and most of them were coming from maid servants stealing from their masters. Now, we are told that they have gone to over 30 burglaries in the area. All because the gates are broken now. People can enter from different angles into the community. Experts are not happy. People are not happy. And Reggie Emmanuel Gray has written letters to almost all the authorities to have law come back into action. But the Kofi Annan family, being represented by Mahama, that's the name, Mahama, my brother, my sister, they are demanding a new amount of money. How much are they demanding? 20 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, and her name is Sarah Foucault. I've tried to speak with Sarah Foucault to get the other side, because we always have to speak with the other side and get the full story. I've not been successful yet, but we're going to look at it. This is just an introduction. Ghana's first gated community right now has been opened at different places, walls broken down. Lawlessness is setting in if the law court says stay away for the time being. But people are still there. At the time I went there yesterday, I saw a lot of people building. Walls broken down, gates broken down. What is happening to Reggie Emmanuel Estates? A piece of history. Who is right and who is wrong? We will bring you the full story as the days roll by. And the IGP has been fingered. Who is the IGP? You know him, right? Yohonu, IGP Yohonu. According to Reggie Emmanuel Gray, they have been to the office of the IGP several times to show him the document that the court says these people must not be here. But it looks like security forces have something to benefit from the Kofi Annan family. And therefore, they are not trying to comply with the law courts. Can't we go back to court and report back to the court? My brother, my sister. And again, why is IGP not making sure that the police would go there and make sure that court proceedings and court declarations are adhered to? Are we becoming a lawless country? Yes, we haven't listened to the other side. But who is right and who is wrong? Are some of these people getting something?
But that's it. So coming home now, your boy Eddie Reggie Media. Say POG the Abana Ghana authentic political headlines and updates are a POG Media so pen on sabit me account on who the air can I share. So subscribers still are any the account so I bet your subscription now was sharing off for so and so at me account on who the echo and the air banner or my Ghana political space. No wait me so slide into the comment section or now so wait me Eddie Komo Edafaj Media.